I had no idea who the hell this was, so let's see what the hell's going on here.
What up, it all?
Ooh, cracking open a cold one. Let's go.
What?
Let's go. Let's go. I like myself a nice root beer too.
Stay hydrated.
Gotta stay hydrated. Yes, sir. Where you from, big guy?
North Carolina.
Oh, nice. How's the weather over there?
Cold.
Oh, the warmth has passed and now it's cool. What do you do for work? I'm assuming you got done with work today and now you're just chilling, right?
I am. I'm a land surveyor.
Ooh, cool. That sounds like fun. Oh, Dingle, we got all kinds of people all over the place.
Okay, he does definitely give me youth pastor vibes. Like weird youth pastor vibes.
Hold on. Oh. I gotta get out of here. People are on my tail. Oh, Dingle. Focus up.
Coming, guys.
Snipers are crazy. They're crazy. They're ravenous. They're ravenous animals. I'm reloading. Look, there's a guy across the way shooting at me. Oh. Help, Richwood, help! Oh. Over there. Oh, we got it. There's on the wall. Oh, no. Oh, got him. Got one of them. There's another one.
Is it just
Get
watching him play Fortnite? Is that all it is?
Get something better to do with your life. Get a job like this guy had. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. We're surviving. It's dangerous out here in the land of Fortnite. Country boy can't survive. Let's do it, boys. Follow me, deputies. We got this.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Dingle! Branchwood's down!
2 of them.
We gotta rescue him. Let's go.
Help me.
Oh, we got you, don't worry. Lock and load.
Okay.
These guys won't stand a chance against the deputy. Oh, Dingle! Oh, I'm gonna get him!
So, like, apparently this dude is an asshole.
What is this music?
But I'm not, I've never seen him. Said Deadass feels like he's doing those fuck-ass Dora voiceovers, stares at the camera. So definitely has the must constantly keep talking so the kids pay attention thing going on. Basically.
I like it. Yeah. That was a good
game. So just being gross and predatory?
That was fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not get tired of country music? No. Not really. I mean, luckily if you do. Whoa. Jinkus with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hold on a second. I need to take a picture with my peanut powers.
His... why? Okay.
Just look over at my kitties staring out the window watching the snowflakes. It's so cute.
I said Jake covered him before. So, like, does he have anything interesting that I could actually look at? So, sure, let's go ahead and take a look at Jake's clip and then go from there.
Some fart humor from your, if you've guessed it, Christian peanut VTuber ripoff. So that's good. This guy is trying to get some kids to watch his Fortnite content. He farted. Okay, so farts are funny. Farts are funny, right? It's just a funny little fart streaming thing.
About the good Lord, like we always do. Yes, sirree.
Why is he a peanut? Great question. Because there is a popular streamer, VTuber gamer guy, I guess, that is also a peanut. And so he decided to look like a peanut so that people would mistake him for the popular peanut and then accidentally stick to one of his videos and then maybe fall to Christ.
We're live right now on twitch.tv/thefaithfulsheriff, so come on in. Everyone's welcome.
So, fart once in your video, fart joke, a little bit of a pass. You get a pass from me, I'll forget about it, we'll skip over it. You rip ass wetly as part of your... May I mention, this is an upright video because it is an ad on Twitter for the stream that we are also going to watch.
How's it going?
But you rip ass 2 times for me like this? This is fetish content. You can't tell me this isn't fetish content. There's no fucking chance that this is anything other than that.
If you're nice and all that, but if you're not nice, we're gonna have to hit you with the ban hammer, and we don't want that. No.
I love how in his ad for the stream where he's shitting his pants.
That's so weird. In his ad, he's literally saying, "Oh no, I might ban you. I might ban you." Okay. Why
So
is
a
he
lot
a
of
peanut?
people across social media have been wondering, why are you a peanut? Why are you caught?
I mean, I think Jake got it right in one when he said that it's because there's a popular streamer that is Mr. Peanut, and yeah, it's Burnt Peanut, right? He's literally just made himself into a cheap knockoff of Burnt Peanut. Okay, fair. Gets more viewers than me, so I guess the shtick is working. Maybe I should just put myself in a fucking peanut cocoon. And there we go. That'll be how I come to major relevance. Nah, let's see here.
Copying the Burnt Peanut. This is a new low. You are stupid. Be original. Yada, yada, yada. And I hear you. The problem is I don't care. I really don't. Why am I doing it? Well, because for fun, because I find it fun, and 2, for exposure. It's not a rebrand, by the way. Guy in chat's like, why are you rebranding? It's not a rebrand. I'm still Dr. Witnesser, the Chudster, my nickname. And for exposure, I'm a content creator. I do this for a living. I make money off of my videos, believe it or not.
So he copies a larger streamer because it's his job. I mean, I guess you could say that I also copy larger streamers because I've used various techniques for my stream that they have also used, so sure. Said Dr. Witnesser, I did not know he had another name. Yeah, said Dr. Witnesser. Curtis Connor is talking about it. The Faithful Sheriff Instagram's racist Fortnite preacher. Dr. Witnesser.
Well, hey, look,
okay, so here's one of the ones that they're talking about.
quick. I go into Fortnite and I teach people about the Bible. I talk about the gospel message and God and the afterlife and such.
Can I just say that that's a little cringe? Like, okay. There's nothing wrong with being a Christian. There's nothing wrong with having a religion, right? You can have a religion, that's fine. But if I'm sitting there playing a video game and you're just sitting here proselytizing to me, the last thing I want is to listen to that shit.
Would you be interested in talking about that with me as we play this match here today?
Sure.
So you
It's a kid. It's a little fucking kid. No, get out of that lobby, buddy.
believe in heaven?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes. I believe in Santa Claus, everyone.
Wait, what?
I believe in, yeah, I believe in him and Santa Claus. And the
Okay.
Easter Bunny.
Are you joking?
About what?
About believing in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny?
It's a kid. Kids believe in that kind of stuff sometimes. It's fine. It's okay. What?
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not joking. I believe in them. They're real.
Okay.
Do you believe in them?
Does the clip cut off before he
You
gets
guys find
to
this hard to believe?
say anything? No, Sargon, I don't want to listen to you right now. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Well, hey, look.
He said trying to convert children to a religion is kind of weird, not gonna lie. Yeah, let me go ahead and get the people who are the most vulnerable. Let me get the people who are the most impressionable and use them specifically. I'm just gonna use them because it's easier to convince them. So the kid never said he didn't believe in God. No, the kid literally said he believed in God. And then he said he believed in Santa and the Easter Bunny as well. What is this one?
And believing that Jesus isn't the Son of God, you're denying every other scripture before that has ever happened and saying that it's not true.
Who, me?
Anybody.
Oh.
Anybody who sits there and says Jesus is not the Son of God, because what I'm saying is you're denying what Scripture says. You're denying the hundreds of prophecies that were fulfilled through Jesus.
The hundreds of prophecies that were fulfilled through Jesus. Okay. The hundreds of prophecies. You know, typically whenever you talk about those prophecies, it's either prophecies that exist within the Bible itself, so you're having to rely on the Bible to be evidence of the Bible, which is really fucking circular, and then on top of that, if it's the prophecies about like modern day, usually they're very, very, very like incredibly vague prophecies to the point where anybody could guess that those would happen, right? There will be wars and rumors of war. My guy, America's an imperialist nation. We do the war thing a lot. It's our economy.
Yeah, well, I'm denying that because usually what you're talking about, since you're American and Christian, since the Muslim culture, we don't really talk about that.
Yeah, you don't talk about it because they don't want to believe it. That's why.
Yeah, they don't. It's a different religion, my guy. Other religions exist. What the fuck?
Well, it's because Muslim culture.
Yeah, it's a minor talking. He just
different things too.
So I'm gonna be honest. I am an advocate for mixed spaces. I am an advocate that say, because when I was playing World of Warcraft growing up, I was 13 years old, and I was in a guild filled with adults, and I kept some of those adults as friends into my adult life, and still talk with them. I am an advocate for mixed spaces because I grew up going to a Magic the Gathering store and playing card games with a lot of people, a lot of which were adults. But when you're in a lobby with a minor and you're trying to convince them about your God being real, it feels weirdly gross. Like, if the kid is coming to Sunday school, it's not as gross to me. Because that is the kid, or at least the kid's parent, seeking that out. But if a parent is letting their kid play a game online, which I think should be perfectly okay and reasonable, and this is what they are being exposed to, then I would be more than a little concerned.
America and Christians.
Hey, forget the fact that it's America, dude. It's just the Christianity in general. It doesn't matter that I'm in America.
It does matter that you're in America. The likelihood that you would know more about Christianity increases if you grow up in a nation that is predominantly Christian, whereas the likelihood that you would know more about Islam increases if you're in an area that is predominantly Muslim.
Christianity is all over the world. So look, if you were to die in your sins today, you would be sentenced to hell. And God, the living God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God that created the earth in 6 days and rested on the seventh, he is telling you that the only way to heaven is by turning from your sins and trusting in his son who died for your sins.
So let's go ahead and paint what's happening here. Realistically, this is an adult telling a child that they are going to, because of their actions, be tortured for the rest of their living time. Now, granted, you could make the argument that, like, well, that's biblical. I don't give a shit that it's biblical. I don't. It's fucking predatory. It is predatory and abusive towards a child. It's not predatory in the sense that it's sexually predatory. That's the way we usually use the word predator. It's not predatory in that way. But it is preying on vulnerable people, and in that way, it's predatory. But over and above all that, let me reframe this to you. This kid is a Star Wars fan, and the adult is a Star Trek fan. And the adult is telling the kid that because he's a fan of the wrong space-based media, he's going to die. That is all this is. All the fucking Abrahamic religions yelling at each other over which one is more true, and then like Catholics and Protestants yelling at each other over which one of them is more correct. It's fandom. It's just fandom. Every single aspect of fandom exists in that fight. It is functionally no different other than the fact that it is harder to tell those people not to take their shit seriously. Chocodo Eye says, this is exactly what God wants, telling a 10-year-old they are condemned. I'm Fortnite. He's live right now. There's a part of me that wants to just hop on now. The likelihood that I would be able to hop on Fortnite and actually be in a game in voice comms with him is really, really low. What would that even accomplish? Just... yes, I have found a lol cow on the internet. Let me yell it. Dirty Day says, troll him in chat. That sounds like a profound waste of my time. That sounds like a giant waste of my time. Yes, I would like to be one of 250 people here saying things, hopefully getting noticed by the guy who I hope doesn't fucking notice kids. Said, Satan has sent me to stroke your neck beard. Did Twitch like to misplace the ban button, or is traumatizing children now TOS? But he's definitely rebranded. So I've got a couple things that were sent to me as a result of this. Let's see what's going on.
I heard people say great things about Islamic religion. How do you feel about that? Oh, I don't hear you, by the way.
Stream Sniper! How I feel about Islamic religion? Well, I feel like there's only one way to heaven. That's through Jesus. He is the life, the way. He is the life, the way, the truth. Jesus is the only way. That's how I feel about it.
Wait, what did you just say?
I just said how I feel about.
You said stream sniper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you saying I'm a stream sniper?
Okay, apparently you think I'm an idiot.
I'm not a stream sniper.
Okay.
I swear. I swear.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, Jesus is the only way. The only way to heaven. There's only one right way, and according to the Bible,
No, shut up.
Jesus is.
Shut up, Reed.
Jesus.
Got a stupid ass peanut filter. You only have that damn filter so you can hide your mean ass neck beard.
Ripped apart by a fucking child. Jesus Christ. I wonder how he's gonna respond to that.
Hell out of my party, nigga chud. You stupid chud. You was. I heard people say great things about.
I love that that's a clip that he was okay being on his channel. Like that's. He posted that clip going, ah, yes, I owned that kid by staring at my camera.
The real reason why
I heard people say,
sure, why not? What's this next one that you sent me,
Do you guys
Dorito?
believe in a man named Jesus?
Yes.
Why is it always kids? Why is it always kids he's talking to? Why?
Oh, we got a witness! Yay! Awesome, me too. No, yeah, I go and tell people about the good Lord in Fortnite. That's what I was asking.
Is there Jesus in the game of Fortnite?
No, they would never put a religious figure like that in Fortnite. You kidding me? Then they'd have to put like Muhammad in there and Buddha and like all these other things, and then they would be offensive to the Muslims because
from wearing anything to do with Christian faith at any kind of like Hollywood.
Why would they? Okay, so if they put Jesus in, why would they have to put Muhammad in? Muhammad is not a religious figure in Islam the same way Jesus is. Christianity sees Jesus as God. Even Islam sees Muhammad as the final prophet, but not as God. Would you? Okay.
Event, like I mean,
maybe not.
We
like,
don't want that out
religion.
I mean, did you see the Olympics? It was a literally satanic ritual. Like, come on.
Dude, last year.
There's a satanic ritual in the Olympics, guys. Didn't you know? Didn't you know?
That was freaking. That was when they had like the drag queens and stuff doing
yeah.
Satanic shit.
Yeah, they're fucking up.
No, I'm like really getting over all that shit. Like,
oh, guy right here, right there, Green Ranger, right there, there.
I'll hop in.
Sure, if you want to hop in the wood.
I destroyed this person. What? Yeah, I like to tell people about the gospel in Fortnite. So, you know, it's just something I like to do to give back to the Lord for what he did for me, you know? What about you? Who's the dude talking?
Just a sidebar. Can we talk about that? What the good Lord did for you? Does anybody ever have any actual, like, evidence that the good Lord did anything for them? Moreover, if there's good and bad things that happened in your life and you accept that the good things came from the good Lord, then the bad ones happened as well because of him? I don't know. It's one of those things that I believed a lot when I was a kid, and I have a much harder time wrapping my head around that belief now.
Sorry, I didn't see what your name was. Yeah, do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus?
So I believe there's a God.
Oh, okay.
Which one is it?
Okay. So you're agnostic then. That's fine. Yeah, you're agnostic.
I believe.
What? No, that's not. Agnostic does not mean they believe in a God. Agnostic means they don't know. They just say they don't know whether or not one exists. If you believe there's one, then you're not agnostic.
Yeah, I'm more so of Jesus though. So I believe in Jesus, but I'm not sure which denomination.
Right. Okay.
You know what I also believe though is like I believe that there is one faith all at once, because if you cross like all the religions across one another, there was a higher being that sacrificed his son, or his son gave his life to save everyone.
That's not a commonality in all religions at all.
And over the years, everything split off.
You're kind of right there, actually. Yeah.
You know, because it all has so many similarities of
You're right.
believing that we'll all be together this higher being gave up his only son to save us all.
Well, you're kind of,
And
yes,
if
you're
you
kind of
look
right.
across all these different religions,
Yeah.
they all
They have
cross
similarities.
between-
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it was like Adam and Eve. And then after that came all of us, right? The thing is, if you believe in the word of God, there's fallen angels, right? And these angels hate humans so much that they pretend to be other gods. And so they mimic what God did and does. So they create these other, the fallen angels create these other religions. Yes, those are actually demons.
Those are so every single god exists, all of them, but they're actually fallen angels. I have no evidence for any of this, by the way, not even a little bit, not even the tiniest amount, but okay, sure. Jesus fucking Christ. What is this one you sent, Dorito?
Okay.
Oh my god. No, bro.
Stop using his name in vain, bro.
I did not say his name in vain.
You said OMG.
Did I actually?
Yes,
Wait.
you did actually.
Oh my god.
Wow, dude, there you go again. Okay. Nice.
What? Shut the up, dumbass. Fuck you, retard.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
So he's just a lolcow. That's all he is. That's all he is. He does a thing which is yikesy and stupid. He gets famous for doing the thing that is yikesy and stupid. He rebrands because everybody's clowning on him for being yikesy and stupid, and then says it's not a rebrand at all. It's definitely not a rebrand at all. Can't be. Can't be at all.
Okay. And I figured, okay, so I made up this storyline, obviously. Breaking the third wall here. I made up this storyline. Okay, first of all, I want to apologize to Gingi. I did make a video that was explaining how someone like her or that streamer style was boring compared to the burnt peanut streaming style. And as a streamer, entertainer, I think it's, you know, better to be more not boring. But it was rude of me to make that video. It was stupid to put it out. I deleted the videos and it all started from me talking.
Yeah, also, I'm going to break the third wall. It's the fourth wall, my guy, because wall number 1 and wall number 3 are staged right and left. Wall number 2 is the wall behind you in the backdrop. Wall number 4 is the wall in front of you. And that's the wall where the audience sits. Okay.
Commenting on the Around the Bar podcast video of her, and I said, I'm not going to say what I said, but I just commented on the post, and I said she was a boring streamer, I guess. I said she was a boring streamer. I never would have dreamed in the world that she would have seen that comment and commented on it. And when she did, I felt bad.
So don't say it. Like, okay, so with very few exceptions, I have learned that it is better to tell people, at least out in the open, how you feel about them. It is better to do that when you have the opportunity to. If you're willing to say something absolutely terrible and disparaging about somebody only on the condition that they don't see it, I feel like maybe you just don't understand the internet. Because that means that you're not really worried about the impact of what you said. You're not worried how bad it was. You're worried that the person who you said it about had something bad to say about you as a result of it. Now, this is not me saying that every opinion you have on everybody should always be voiced 100%. But if you're going to say something on the internet, the expectation should be that the person who you said it about is going to see it. Period.
So she said, you know, what a nice thing to say. I felt bad after saying that. And so I made a video explaining why I said what I said. But
did you get a
people were
ukulele?
like, oh, you're still calling her boring. I was like, well, okay. So I apologized to her and in her stream, and she was really cool to me in her stream and was nice and seemed like everything was fine. I deleted the video on X and deleted my comment on TikTok. So first, Gingi, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. I was an idiot. You're not boring. You're just a different type of streamer, and that's fine. And people like you and love you.
Stand on business, my guy. If you find somebody boring, point it out. There are content creators who I have a lot of respect for, but I find their content to be something that I don't really like to palate. Like Destiny. I don't watch his content. I don't find it that entertaining. I might watch a debate where he's in, but I don't really enjoy his content. That doesn't mean that I think he's the worst thing in the world. Granted, maybe that's not the best example considering how controversial of a person Destiny is, but I just don't find his stuff entertaining enough to watch myself. I can stand on that. I don't think that's a bad thing to stand on. You could say it in a way that's not super fucking disparaging. It's not hard. It's not difficult. Xander Hall, same thing. I don't have a particular problem with Xander Hall. In fact, I consider Xander Hall a friend. We've never had any weird fights when we've done collabs. It's been fun. I like Xan. I don't watch Xan's content. I just do not find myself particularly engaged by Xan's content. Xan's audience is obviously engaged by Xan's content perfectly fine. See? There you go. That's how hard it, that's how easy it was. Not the kind of content that I want to watch, not the delivery that I want to watch, doesn't mean that it's particularly bad. There is somebody out there who is watching it and who is enjoying it. Phantom says, I was about to argue he's one of the worst liberal streamers, Destiny, not Xander. Well, again, that's why I said, controversies aside, even before any of the controversies, I didn't find Destiny particularly entertaining to watch. Same with Hassan. I don't find Hassan particularly entertaining to watch. Doesn't mean that I'm going to sit here and go like, Hassan's boring. Hassan's bad. It's the easiest thing in the world, my guy. If your first thought is to be a disparaging piece of shit to somebody, then that is what you are on the inside.
And I like you too. You're a nice person. But my point is, there's lots of different types of streamers, and some streamers are other people's jives. And that's fine. I was an idiot for saying that, and even posting that comment. And it's a learning lesson. I am sorry. Moving on. Why am I a peanut? Because, like I said, it's funny. It's content. It's entertaining, and for exposure. I made up the storyline. Part of it was true, where I said Gingi was a boring streamer, and I woke up the next day and Peanut cursed me. He turned me into a peanut because of what I said about Gingi. I made that storyline up.
So you made that storyline up contingent on a bunch of streamers who are larger than you so that you could ride their coattails? I mean, I guess that it's not too terribly different from doing a video that is a response to or going over your content, but it still feels really strange. Like, I fanficked a story with these streamers and me in it, and here we are.
Because just out of a whim, I wasn't even thinking, just the next day I was like, oh, this would be fun. And I started researching and stuff, and I made it up. For fun, to have fun, and for exposure. Think about it. If I get to collab, or if I get to, any kind of exposure from the burnt peanut, is good exposure for the channel. That means more people watch the channel, more people hear about Jesus and the gospel message.
So you can tell more kids that they're gonna burn in hell. Yeah, absolutely, sure.
And more people have more fun, and I'm having fun. Ever since
he's viewing it as a work of Christ. He's doing it because the good Lord benefits when he does it.
Doing this 4 days ago, I've had a blast. I could honestly say this is the most fun I've ever had streaming ever. And I'm not even streaming to that many people. There's only 16 people watching right now, but I'm having a blast. I'm literally having fun doing this. I'm having fun making my videos. I'm having fun talking to people in games. I'm having the most fun in my years of streaming on and off I've ever had. I'm literally having so much fun. And so I don't care what you guys think. People are like, well, you're copying his mannerisms. Yes, that's part of the storyline. That's part of the storyline. I am turned into a peanut.
Yes. It's part of the story, guys. That's why I copied everything that he's doing. That's why I looked at one of the most successful streamers on the internet, and I decided to copy everything they're doing. It's for the funnies. It's for the ha-has, guys. Has nothing to do with the fact that I want to use it specifically to target kids with my religion. Chuckadoy says, I don't give a fuck why he's a peanut. That's the least of our problems. Yeah.
So I'm going to copy
it's part of a
some
grift,
of
but
the
I'm not
Peanuts
grifting.
mannerisms because that's part of what being a bungulator is in my story. You know, I'm going to be like, oh no. You know, you've seen that in some of the videos. I'm going to copy that because it's funny to me, and I think it's funny how he does it. You know, I'm gonna some of my mannerisms are gonna be copied because I think it's funny and I'm having fun, and it's part of being turned into a peanut. My storyline. I'm having a lot of fun. And so yeah, people are gonna
DJ, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream?
accuse me of copying the peanut. I don't care. It's my storyline I made up and I'm having a blast with it.
You don't care so much that you've made an entire video about it.
If he responds to it, that's gonna be so cool. It's so awesome. And like I said, my argument in one of my videos was that he's always talking about his people and how there's peanut people and people are being racist against his people. Because he's having fun too, guys. He's having fun too. I hope he sees this and he laughs his butt off and he thinks this is cool and it's fun. And if we get exposure and people start watching because of it, that's gonna be awesome. Think about how many more people will hear about Jesus every day. So it's a marketing ploy. Is it risky? Yeah, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun, guys. Can we just chill and have fun? Let's talk about the dark side. Dude, ever since I started streaming in September, I've literally, people think, oh, I'm doing this because
So why are we allowing racist peanuts to have fun? I don't know. Also, apparently he got... this is Reddit, so take it with a grain of salt. But apparently he got banned from Burnt Peanuts Discord for this, and now he's mad about that. If so, that's funny. If so, that is funny. And you said he's having fun too, implying consent. I hope he sees that. Implies Burn doesn't know. Said what's what? Jassa says that would make way too much sense. Said Peanut needs to sue him. What would he sue him for? Hold on, Jessica Davis. I'm just curious. Like what do you think there is that is suable here? What is that?
Because I don't want to show my face. No, but ever since I started doing this, I've discovered that the trolls are frustrated that I'm not showing my face. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, guys. I am fine with that. But ever since I started streaming up full-time in September, and I say full-time meaning
So isn't he legit copying his character? It's a peanut. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I of all the things that he is doing that are shitty, I don't see this as a copyright thing. That doesn't make any sense at all. It's a fucking peanut.
Day, Monday through Friday. Ever since I started doing that and going into Fortnite and Arc Raiders and telling people about the Bible, I have gotten literally death threats every single day on TikTok, Instagram, X, sometimes YouTube. Let me say this, the YouTube community, you're awesome. You guys are way cooler than the Instagram community. The Instagram community is filled with hateful, insane, psychopathic children. I'm not kidding. Every day it's kill yourself. Every day it's you should have got kirked. Every day you take a chair and hang yourself. No one, God should...
Like, I'm sorry that that's happening to you. That's bad. It's also the internet. That's kind of expected here. I hate that that's expected here. I hate that that is the norm here, but it is kind of the norm on the internet that people are going to be hateful douchebags. That is just kind of how things are. Yeah, the internet is a miserable place. Why people want to live here is beyond me.
They're taking you, not Kirk.
Bernice says, doesn't he tell children they're going to hell? Yeah. What is the difference between telling somebody to kill themselves and telling a kid that they're going to burn in hell for all eternity? What's the difference there? I don't actually see much of a difference there, personally. Those seem to be very, very similar to me.
Die. I hope you get killed. All these insane comments. imagine anything you can imagine about telling people to go off themselves, I get on a daily basis, hundreds of times, all across social media, every day since September. Now, I don't care, like, it doesn't affect me to the point where I'm gonna do it or something like that. I'm mentally, I'm there, strong, fortitude. I'm just telling you what I deal with. I have gotten swatted 3 times. I've had a whole county's worth of sheriff's department pull up to my house and surround our house with lawn guns, AR-15s, full tactical gear, pointed at me on the porch at 11 o'clock at night.
So it's not that I don't have any evidence that did or did not happen. Right? Let me see here. Is there anything in the news about that? Anything about that at all? I'm seeing him talking about it. Okay. Irrespective of that, yeah, that's horrible that happened to you. Though I am curious about how it happened twice, because typically when you get doxxed, when your information is out there for people to use, and that happens, after the first swatting, you have the conversation with the sheriff, you have the conversation with the police, and you basically get to a point where they're not going to do it again, or at least they're going to be a little more trepidatious about doing it again, about spending those resources again. Because when you get swatted the first time, when that happens, most police now are trained, at least a little bit, in the fact that streamers get doxxed and get attacked by people. So everything that happens to me is persecution, and I need to defend God. I don't doubt that it happened once. I do doubt that it happened 3 times. Only because police likely would not have come again. So Destiny got swatted a week or so ago, and they just sent 2 uniformed cops and walked around his house just to make sure Destiny didn't kill his mom. Death of Death says, it's police, though? Yeah, and contrary to popular belief, police do go through training. Not the best training, not great training, and what they become afterwards is not the best either, but they do go through training. But yeah, the fact that Destiny, who has been swatted multiple times, when it comes to the, second or third time that it's happened, it's just a couple of police coming over to do effectively the equivalent of a wellness check. That checks out. That's what I would expect. Void Puppy says police do not get trained in recognizing swatting. That's not what I said. They are trained, and they expect that is a thing that can happen. Police, the first thing that you are told if you get doxxed is to tell the police that, hey, I've been doxxed. There is a chance that somebody might try to use this information in order to swat me. Just letting you know. I refuse to believe, even for a modicum of a second, that police do not receive any information at all, whether during training or afterwards, on what swatting is when it's been going on for over a decade. I refuse to believe that. Yeah, maybe for really, really small towns where it's less likely, but generally speaking, I would expect most law enforcement agencies, FBI, local police, generally to be well aware of the fact that the swatting hoax can be very, very fatal.
No joke. And yeah, of course they're investigating. They have notes and like, okay, someone calls this number about this house. There's an active investigation from the police department investigating whoever did this and who did this. People are vile and evil on this internet, and just know that I don't care what you say. I'm going to do whatever I want to do to have fun and keep spreading the gospel message in Fortnite, because God has blessed me with this platform, blessed me with this house, blessed me with a family, and it's the least I can do for him by planting seeds in Fortnite. And you will never, ever, because of these trolls online and these psychopath people online, you will never see my family. You will never see pictures of my kids anymore, or my wife, or me, ever again.
Yeah, he's right that people are vile online. He's also one of those people. From what I can tell, he is one of those people.
don't care if the burnt peanut says, "Oh, you're released from this curse." I'm having too much fun.
I don't care if the burnt peanut, who probably has no idea who the fuck I am, says you're released from this curse. My guy, this reeks of desperation. This really does reek of desperation.
Foresee me not becoming, this is outside the third wall. This is outside the storyline. I don't ever see me, becoming not a peanut. And if I do, it's going to be a green screen because you're not going to see me inside my house ever again. These people are psychopaths. Like insane psychopaths that are on the internet wishing for my death every day, constantly. Posting my address, what they think is my address. Posting my address.
But hold on, if they posted what they think is your address, but you've been successfully swatted 3 times, then they do have your address. That means you probably should move if you have the ability to. Or not everybody has the ability to get up and move. So at the very least, security system and talking with local police. Said, I hope this peanut twists his balls. Jesus Christ. Gargama Gold, thank you for subscribing.
Pictures of my house on Instagram, TikTok, X, asking people to show up with guns. Literally the most evil, vile things you can think of people are doing on and my wife's like, just block them all. I'm like, it's hundreds daily. I'm not gonna sit there and block hundreds of accounts every day. I get at least 10 million plus views a month across social media. I'm not gonna, I don't sit here, and I'm sitting there for 2 hours blocking people constantly.
He's complaining he gets the lolcow treatment. He gets the lolcow treatment because he's being a lolcow. Like, he gets that treatment because he is doing the behaviors that would be expected of that. He's being a lowest common denominator type of person. Wait, is he Peanut just to make fucking nut jokes? No, he's Peanut to ride off of the clout of Burnt Peanut. Again, I don't think people should be swatted. I think that that's a very, very, very stupid gamble that people take with other people's lives. I also recognize that if it's happening, there is a reason. Somebody got pissed off somewhere. And again, if you're a Christian, if you are this person who believes that you have been so blessed, then you also have to believe that God is in control and that God gave the information about your address and everything to the people who you didn't want it to go to. Jeremy Gold says, who on earth is Burnt Peanut? Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. Burnt Peanut is one of the largest streamers in the VTuber sphere. Suris, that's not how that works. Jesus wouldn't allow bad things to happen against me. Yeah, right. I don't know how this guy has flown under my radar. I don't know how that happened, but apparently it did. Apparently I've just been completely disconnected from this shit going on. So, neat. I guess we'll be looking at what's going on over here now. Skid says, developing a martyr complex in real time. Yeah, he is getting the Christian persecution he so desires. Sarah Tucarita says, depends on if he's a Calvinist, how much he thinks God is in control. Incorrect. Incorrect. If God is a tri-omni God, then nothing happens without his explicit approval. Not a single thing. Every breath you take is because it was a breath wanted. People can get into the specifics about destiny and all that shit like Calvinists like to. I don't care. The reality of being a tri-omni God is that free will can't exist. You can't have a God that is all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-loving. You can't have that and also have free will. Because in a world with free will, that all-knowing God knows every action you're going to take from this moment to the final moment. Which means you don't actually have any free will to divert from that course. Said Boy Meets Biddy says, meanwhile, Christians, Muslims, and Sikhs in India suffer actual violence and persecution under a Hindutva fascist government, but try making the average American care about, oh, let's see, the world's biggest country. They won't. Axel says most people I've seen who are mad about the peanut thing is because it's basically just a Snapchat filter that has existed for years, and it's lazy because other VTubers spend so much money on models, and people like this just slap a bandana on a Snapchat filter. Yeah, and that is what it is. That is what's happened here. Because, like, if I walk away from my VTuber model, if I move away, this happens. The model will lock up, and it will be just stuck right here in whatever idle animations Suzu put in there. But if I come back here, the model starts tracking again, because the model is not a filter, the model is a puppet. Snapchat filter works very, very differently. You can tell he's using Snapchat filter because every time he moves away from his screen, it pops him off the screen. Dorito says, Peanut won VTuber of the year in 2025. Yep, that is a thing that happened. I don't see anything else of worth in here, though.
I'm not going to do that, no. I have content to make, I have children to raise, other things to do. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And these psychopaths are going to keep doing what they're doing, but I'm not going to stop because of what they're doing. But as far as this whole peanut stuff is concerned, I don't care what you think. I'm having fun. And that's all that we should care about. In the streaming world, why are we caring if someone is a peanut and there's another peanut in the streaming platform? Why?
Because the motivations as to why you've done that are... They do have some type of weight, right? Your motivations behind doing something have weight.
Why are we caring? This is my storyline. I made it up. If the burnt peanut ever collaborates with it, cool. Awesome. Awesome.
I like how he's saying the one thing that he desperately wants more than anything, but he's saying it in this nonchalant, if that ever happens, cool, I guess. Like, no, my guy, you are salivating over that idea.
So, like, great exposure. For a content creator, that's super cool. The biggest streamer on the planet right now, that would be amazing. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But I don't care. I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to be the family-friendly peanut that goes into Fortnite and sometimes other games and tells people about Jesus. And if you're mad about me copying his mannerisms, it's just part of the storyline. It's because I'm a peanut. That's the whole shindig, everybody. That's the whole thing. So that's that. That's why I'm a peanut. And because of my family's safety, I'm choosing to never show you guys my house or my kids or my wife ever again, because you guys are psychopaths. And I'm going to continue having fun doing what I'm doing. And like I said, this is a storyline.
Exo says there is a way you could VTube with a Snapchat filter tech, but people will get mad if the model isn't original. Fair. Boy Meets Video says the Bible clip to his side says greed and seeking approval from others. Yeah, okay. So the TLDR for all this is that we've got a guy who makes his career exclusively off of trying to talk to kids about the Bible in video games, something that their parents likely were both not aware of and likely would not consent to. And he wants to tell kids that Santa's not real and that they're going to burn in hell, and somehow, some way, we are supposed to think that he's the good guy. Okay, sure. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitt, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.